Well, let's close aspirationally. We're here at number 10. And let's do a shift from incremental thinking to 10x thinking. So we're 10 episodes, might as well go 10x, right? Because going from 10 million to 100 million requires completely different strategies. And this lesson, this takeaway came from episode 313 with Ghazenfer Mansoor. And that is the 10x growth blueprint. Now, most SaaS founders trap themselves in incremental thinking. They ask, how do we grow 20% faster? When they should be asking, what would we need to do to 10x this business? And this blueprint forces a complete strategic reframe across three dimensions: outcomes versus features. Stop building features customers ask for. That's a really tough one, right? Build outcomes they desperately need. The second is market expansion versus market penetration. Should you go deeper into your current market or expand to adjacent markets? And the third dimension is efficiency versus scale. Optimize what you have or build new growth engines. And that's a tough one because as founders, we want to jump and we just want to build new stuff. We want to build new growth engines and do all that. Sometimes that is the right thing. Sometimes it is to optimize what you already have and go really, really deep into the market that you're already in instead of go chase something you've never sold before. Not always the most fun thing. But the critical breakthrough is that companies that grow from 10 to 100 million ARR, they don't do the same things 10 times better. They do fundamentally different things. And sometimes that means you go 10x, double down, double down, double down on the market that you're in. How do you expand inside that market because you're already in it? Or sometimes that does mean that you want to go wider. So it's figuring out what is it that you do to grow 10x. If we're going to 10x this company, what does that look like and how fast can we do that? How can we compress that timeline? If we had to do it, if we had to accomplish our 3-year goal in 12 months, what would we do? What if we had to accomplish our 10-year goal in 2 years? What would we do? What would we do different? What would we cut? What would we stop doing because it's not essential to get that number? Now we're on to something. Most companies will plateau between 5 and 15 million AR because they optimize the wrong things. They improve sales efficiency by 10%. They'll tighten product market fit. They'll reduce churn by a few points. And those are important. But these incremental gains don't unlock the next stage. 10x growth requires architectural changes, new pricing models, new market segments, new product lines, new go-to-market motions. The 10x blueprint forces founders to think strategically about what got them here versus what will get them there. And it prevents the trap of optimizing a local maximum.